to my channel. Today is Faith Friday, so I'm just doing another faith-based video to hopefully help you as I'm helping myself. So today's video is just going to be about jealousy. So this is something that I have really been thinking a lot about. It's been something that's been on my mind lately and on my heart to talk about. So I just wanted to talk about it really briefly on here. And if you haven't not already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so you don't want to miss out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with the video. It's something that I've struggled with, that I'm still trying to sort through right now, as I'm talking to you guys about this. So jealousy. So I feel like this is so I'm really just talking to the girls here. I don't know what it's like for guys. I don't know if guys really get jealous. I mean, I'm sure they do, but I'm just talking about the girls here because I'm a girl and I know what it's like for our fellow girls. Jealousy is something that I think a lot of us girls struggle with and have since we were, as soon as you hit a certain age, you kind of start comparing yourself. You start with the comparison. You start comparing yourself to other girls, and then after that can come jealousy, and then bitterness, and then all kinds of nasty things that we don't really want to be like inhabiting our hearts and our minds, but it ends up invading because we don't know how to not feel that way, and it's just their feelings, and they just come up, and then one comes after another, and it kind of gets kind of ugly and dirty, and a lot of bad things can come from jealousy. Just a simple thing of wishing you were like somebody else, or not even that. What can happen is, like, say for instance you're scrolling through Instagram, and even like maybe you see one of your friends and they're doing something that you wish you could be doing or that you wanted to do, or you just see them like being successful in some area of their life and you envy that. It can turn into like a hatred. Like you could like look at their pictures and like be like ew, like what, even though they're your friend. And that's I guess that's the problem with it, like we can have friends and like love them and want to like do things with them, but okay guys, so sorry, my camera died and I don't have time to recharge it right now, so using my phone now. So as I was saying, jealousy is just something that we as a population, people really, we don't want that to invade our hearts. You're jealous, you wish that you had that, and then after that you're like, ugh, like she didn't even blah blah blah. Like say like for instance, if somebody gets some type of promotion, or somebody gets something that you wish that you had, and maybe it's something that you've wanted for a really long time, okay? Maybe it's a trip. Maybe you've wanted to go to Bali. I want to go to Bali really bad. So maybe you've wanted to go to Bali for like 3 years, and you've been talking about it like crazy, and you like have it on your vision board, and you have pictures of it everywhere, and you're always telling your friends how you want to go there. Maybe one of your friends gets an opportunity to go to Bali, and they end up going, and you end up like first you're jealous because they're going, and then as you see like the pictures that they start posting on social media and their captions and whatever, then you start reading them, and then you're like, ugh, like she didn't even want to go there, like I've been wanting to go there. Like you start like saying these types of things, or you start like reading their captions like she doesn't even act like that. Like you start like I don't know what the word is, like over analyzing them, but with like your judgment goggles on, like you start like critically looking at them and critically thinking about everything that they're doing. And this is something that I think why a lot of people say that social media can be like a negative place, because it can do that to you. It can put you in this like mind frame. But that's something, like if you recognize that in yourself, like you have to work on that and fix that. It's not social media's problem so much, it's more so within ourselves, if we know that we are like, if we're trusting God to get us to where we're supposed to be, because he will, and that like he has a purpose for you and a plan for you, and it's all within the perfect timing. If you are following him and in step with him, you're gonna get there, and it's gonna be the best thing ever for you. So if we trust that and fully know that, then we have no reason to be jealous of other people when they get something that we wanted, or before we could, or you know what I mean. Also, I feel like it's a big problem within like women, and I mean, I don't really know, like there's so many reasons why that is, You know, one of the reasons is just like with beauty standards, you know, we're kind of taught from an early age that like we have to be a certain way to be beautiful, and even if you don't believe that, you're still gonna see girls on Instagram who are like the ideal standard of beauty and all the attention that they're getting, and you might get jealous of that, or it might kind of make you feel bad about yourself. So first of all, if you're following anybody on Instagram that makes you feel bad about yourself, unfollow them. And not necessarily that they're making you feel bad about yourself, but like they're just posting pictures, you know, they're just living their lives. And if looking at those pictures makes you feel some type of way, just delete, just unfollow them. Or even if you don't want to unfollow, I'm pretty sure there's a button you can hit where you like just don't see their like stories and stuff. You can like mute them. I think it's like muting their story. It really just comes down to knowing who you are in Christ. And if you are struggling with that, if you're struggling with jealousy or not feeling good enough, or bitterness or like hatred towards people who, and like if you really analyze it within yourself and realize like that's not right, like what, there's no reason for me to hate her, you know, like, you know what I mean, like you just might see somebody living a certain lifestyle and you just get jealous, and then that can turn into hatred, or that can turn it into like disgust because you're like, ugh, like whatever, you know, like whatever, like I'm gonna go do this, or you know what I mean. Anyway, that's my little rant about that. And there are Bible verses that talk about this too. Yeah, so we just really want to be aware of like not looking at people through like our judgment glasses, you know, because it's not our place to judge other people. That's for God to do. If we're looking at them in that light because we're jealous, it's just not a right thing to do, and we don't need that like invading ourselves, you know what I mean? Like we don't need, like I don't need that to be invading my heart and my mind and making me turn a certain way, like green with envy, as they say, you know. As far as comparison goes, I do have a verse that goes with that. So Matthew 7:1-5, it says, your righteousness isn't based on how good you are compared to someone else. It's based on putting your faith in Christ's righteousness and forgiveness. So just like work on yourself and your own, like you're in your own lane, you know, like what she's doing, what he's doing, like what all these people around you are doing, it doesn't affect you. I mean, unless it does affect you, but it doesn't affect you in terms of, yeah, like you shouldn't be comparing yourself to somebody else, basically. As far as like judgment goes, for every plank in someone else's eye, there's a plank in your own. So you will be judged with the same amount that you're judging other people. And it just like, it's, what goes around comes around. And then what I also like to think about too, if I ever feel myself getting that way, because I'm telling you, like, this is something like that happens to me a lot, and it always has. Like, I guess for me it's too, it's like I have like a fear of missing out. If I see somebody, if I see one of my friends doing something that I would enjoy, or like that I've been talking to them about doing, or just something like that, and then I see them like all of a sudden doing it with somebody else and like posting about it, I'm like, what the heck? Like, and it's like they don't have any bad intentions of doing it, like somebody invited them or something. Or what I like to think about too is just like, you want to treat other people the same way that you'd want to be treated in return, because you are going to get that back like anyway. Matthew 7:12 says, so in everything do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law of the prophets. So always treat others the way that you'd want to be treated in that situation, and this will eliminate any responses that aren't from love, and it will only make you a better person. Do not return an eye for an eye, even if they treat you bad. So that's something that's kind of hard too, not returning an eye for an eye. But you just have to trust that like in the end, like it's not up to you to like get revenge, you know. If there's something that like needs to be like repaid, I guess you could say, to them, God will, you know, like that's his job to do. It's not ours. This is just something that I wanted to talk about. I didn't really have this video planned. I just wanted to talk about it. I actually have a whole thing written on my phone about jealousy right now, like in my notes, because it's just something that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to talk about it on my Instagram too. But yeah, just like, you know, like we're all in this together. You know, everybody has their own thing, you know. Everybody deserves, like, you know, like your friend over there, like she deserves like good things too, you know what I mean? Like, why would you be jealous because she's getting something good that, I mean, you want something good too, but like you just don't want her to have anything good, you know what I mean? Like that, it just, it's not fair and it doesn't make sense and it's not nice. Everybody, you know, has their own thing and everybody has their own blessings and their own path, and you can't be mad at them or hurting or miserable in your own life because somebody else is doing good things. You know, you can do good things too, and you can have good things too, and you know, God has a perfect plan for you at the end of the day, and that is all that like matters, you know. So yeah, guys, that is all I have for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye.